I had a music teacher named Mrs. Williams, and I remember what we would do as students. She was I think she was the first class that we attended. And when we would come into the classroom, she would have us to put our heads down on the desk. And she would play Claire de Lune. I don't know if you're familiar with the song, but it's in the movie, I think it's Mighty Joe Young, this big gorilla. That was the tune that was played that would soothe him. And the song Claire de Lune, we'd put our heads down on the desk and she would speak very positive things to us as students. And I didn't realize at that time what was happening, but we were being inundated and we were being, for me and for many of my friends, we've talked about how important that was. It was very soothing. We would come up very relaxed because she was introducing us to meditating, musical meditation. And right now, music is something that I enjoy. It's something that drives me, and it has driven me all of my life. And I attribute it to that experience that I had with that music teacher named Mrs. Williams. The fella that lived upstairs over me, his name was Andrew Harkness, his mother, Mrs. Williams. And Andrew played in a high school band. He'd be down in the basement playing he played the trumpet, and I would hear him playing the trumpet. So I think that, along with what I experienced in elementary school, being around all of this music from these different musicians, it fed my desires to play or be involved in music. So all the music that was a part of my life begins with the spirituals, because this is where I first got my real introduction to music was in church. Other than the school years, I was introduced to music in elementary school, but it evolved and it grew out of the church experiences, which I think happened with most of us. Our music came out of the churches, out of the fields to the church, and then from the church into the streets. We were always singing on the street corners somewhere. We had a lot of amateur shows, cabarets, if you will. We didn't have things like American Idol or those kind of events. So we had places, theaters that would have amateur nights, and people would come and perform, and you could get lucky enough to win $10, $15 or whatever it was. But it was just being able to perform for your friends. That was the joy, being able to sing. It wasn't about the money was there, but it was the opportunity to do some things for your friends. That's what we all did it for. Me and 3 other airmen, we started singing around in Wisconsin. We sung at the University of Wisconsin, and we sang more on the bass for the other airmen. And my last year, I got service for 1959, early 60s anyway, we participated in a talent contest on our base in Wisconsin. We won there. We came to Michigan to up in Battle Creek, Michigan. We sung at a base up there, and we won up there. And then the next contest was held down here in Mount Clemens at Selfridge Air Force Base, called Tops and Blues. That was the name of the contest. It was held throughout the Air Force. So all of these different acts from different bases would compete. The judges were impressed with our sound, so they rather than send us back to our base, they had us to go on to the finals, which was held in Cheyenne, Wyoming. One of the greatest experiences I had while in the Air Force was when I went to California, and it was very revealing. I saw, a mixture. I saw the white kids, black kids, Oriental, and I guess it was a Mexican girl. And I saw them walking together talking, and I had never seen that in Detroit. I saw black and white interacting, but I had no contact with Orientals, nor with any Mexicans growing up. And it was very, I guess it was not surprising, but it was just something I had never seen. I had never seen the essence of America, because that's what it is. It's all races and colors that make up the country. I think that, again, if you as an individual have enough love for yourself, it won't matter to you how someone else feels about you. So I think that it's important that we love ourselves, because selfishness is not all bad, because I can't love you if I don't love myself, love others, but you should love yourself. So I think that this is Like I say, love, that's what makes the world go round.